Alcohol jokes. A man walks into a bar with a piece of asphalt under his arm and asks the barman, €1 can I have a drink for me and one for the road €1? Jokes about life. During a visit to the mental asylum, a visitor asked the director what the criterion was which defined whether or not a patient should be institutionalized. €1 well, €1 said the director, €1 we fill up a bathtub, then we offer a teaspoon, a teacup and a bucket to the patient and ask him or her to empty the bathtub. €1, I understand, €1 said the visitor. €1 a normal person would use the bucket because €1 trademark is bigger than the spoon or the teacup. €1 no €1 said the director, €1 a normal person would pull the plug. €1 do you want a room with or without a view? Jokes about life. A couple is dressed and ready to go out for the evening. They phone for a cab. Turn on a night light, cover their pet parakeet and put the cat out in the back yard. The taxi arrives, and they open the front door to leave. Suddenly the cat they put out scoots back into the house. They don't want the cat shut in there, because she always tries to eat the bird. The wife goes out to the taxi while the husband goes back in. The cat runs upstairs, with the man in hot pursuit. The wife doesn't want the driver to know the house will be empty. She explains to the taxi driver that her husband will be out soon. He's just going upstairs to say goodbye to my mother. A few minutes later the husband gets into the cab. Sorry I took so long, he says, as they drive away. Stupid hag was hiding under the bed, had to poke her with a coat hanger to get her to come out. Then I had to wrap her in a blanket to keep her from scratching me. But it worked. I hauled her fat butt downstairs and threw her out into the backyard. Blonde jokes. This blonde woman went to Canada to seek her fortune as a lumberjack. She met a foreman of a logging organization who offered to give her a job. Now I hope you realize we expect you to cut down at least 100 trees a day, the foreman told her. The blonde woman didn't see this as a problem, so she went out with the chainsaw and did her best. She came back sweating like a pig. Christ, how many trees did you cut down? Asked the foreman. 6, she replied. What? You have to do better than that. Get up earlier tomorrow, the foreman said. So she did. Out she went with the chainsaw. She came back that night exhausted. How many this time? Asked the foreman. 12, she said. The foreman says, that does it. I'm coming out there with you tomorrow morning. The next morning, the foreman reaches the first tree and says, this is how to cut down trees really quickly. He pulls the rope on the chainsaw and it gives off a loud brrrrrrrum. He notices the blonde is looking at him frantically. So he asks her what's wrong. She replies, what the hell is that? Dirty jokes. A woman walks into a dildo shop to buy a dildo. After a few minutes of looking around, she approaches the clerk. Excuse me, do you have anything bigger? She asks. The clerk shows her a few items on the shelf. I'm looking for something bigger than those, she says. The clerk pauses for a moment. I think I might have what you're looking for, but it's expensive. Oh, that's fine, she says. The clerk leads her to the counter where he was sitting and pulls out a massive chrome cylinder. $500, he says. Oh wow, says the woman, that is expensive. But it's perfect. The woman hands the clerk $500 and happily leaves the store. The store owner comes out and asks the clerk, so have you sold any dildos? No, but I sold my thermos for $500. Lawyer jokes. Q. How can you tell the difference between an attorney lying dead in the road and a coyote lying dead in the road? A. with the coyote, you usually see skid marks. Marriage jokes. One weekend, the husband is in the bathroom shaving when the kid he hired to mow his lawn, a local kid named Booba, comes in to pee. The husband slyly looks over and is shocked at how immensely endowed Booba is. He can't help himself, and asks Booba what his secret is. Well, says Booba, every night before I climb into bed with a girl, I whack my penis on the bedpost 3 times. It works, and it sure impresses the girls. The husband was excited at this easy suggestion and decided to try it that very night. So before climbing into bed with his wife, he took out his penis and whacked it 3 times on the bedpost. His wife, half asleep, said, "Booba, is that you?" Blonde jokes. A blonde goes into a nearby store and asks the clerk if she can buy the TV in the corner. The store clerk looks at her and says that he doesn't serve blondes. So she goes back home and dyes her hair black the next day and asks the same thing, and again he said he doesn't serve blondes. Frustrated, the blonde goes back home and dyes her hair yet again, to a shade of red. Sure the clerk would sell her the TV by now, she returns and asks a different clerk this time. To her astonishment, this clerk also says she doesn't serve blondes as well. Blonde asks the clerk, "How in the world do you know I'm a blonde?" The clerk looks at her and says, "That's not a TV. It's a microwave." Dirty jokes. The game of choice for unemployed people or maintenance level workers is basketball. The game of choice for frontline workers is football. The game of choice for middle management is tennis. The game of choice for CEOs and executives is golf. Conclusion: the higher up on the corporate ladder you are, the smaller your balls are. Yo mama jokes. Yo mama is like a toilet, fat, white, and smells like shit.